Hello students. In our previous lecture we are studied the unit number 3rd, that is pricing of issue of materials. Under this unit we are studied the methods of pricing of issue of materials, that is FIFO method, LIFO method, simple average method and weighted average method. In our today's lecture we are going to start unit number 4 of our syllabus, last unit, that is contract costing. In this unit we have to study the introduction, meaning, difference and calculation of profit. Okay, so here introduction. Contract or terminal costing is a special type of job costing where the unit of cost is a single contract. It is further development of job costing. In this method, it is desired to find out the cost of carrying out a complete contract for a customer involving numerous jobs and batches of jobs. The costs are ascertained and analyzed with respect to the contract accepted for execution. This method of costing is adopted by those concerns undertaking definite contracts, for example, builders, contractors, and civil engineers who undertake long-term projects like construction of roads, bridges, houses, large estates, irrigation scheme, etc. It is also adopted by the concern where the unit of output is heterogeneous, for example, shipbuilding companies, turbines and boiler manufacturing companies, and motion pictures, etc. So here contract costing is also known as terminal costing. It is a special type of job costing and it is further developed by the job costing. Contract costing is a method to find out the cost of job and batches of jobs. The contract costing is ascertained and analyzed where the contract accepted for execution. Contract costing is adopted by those concerns undertaking, for example, contracts are undertaken by builders, contractors, and civil engineers who undertake long-term projects. Okay, who build a long-term projects like construction of road, bridges, houses, large estate, irrigation scheme, etc. And it is also included the concern which produce a output as heterogeneous, for example, shipbuilding companies, turbines and boiler manufacturing companies, and motion picture, etc. Here, meaning and features of contract costing. Definition first. The terminology of ICMA defines contract costing as that form of specific order costing which applies where work is undertaken to customer special requirement and each order is of an long duration. It is also known as terminal costing because when the work is terminated, the job cost sheet has to be completed. So here contract costing is undertaken to customer special requirement and each order is of long duration. So contract costing is a long duration and it is undertaken to customer special requirements. Okay, contract costing is also known as terminal costing because the work is terminated, the job cost sheet has to be completed or the contract has to be completed. Now we are going to discuss the features. Okay, so first point, features. The work is carried out away from contractor's premises. Okay, first feature of contract costing is the work is carried out away from the contractor's premises. That is, a contract is executed generally in the premises of customer. Okay, the contract is executed or completed in the premises of customer or contractee. So the work is away from the contractor premises. Second point is a contract is usually of long duration and may continue over more than one accounting period. Okay, a contract is usually a long duration, so it take a more time to complete. It take a more uh, period for completion of the contract. So here these are the features. The contract is usually of long duration and may continue over more than 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, and so on. Third, as the contracts are of large size, a contractor usually carries out a small number of contracts in the course of year. Okay, as the contracts are of large size, a contractor usually carries out a small number of contracts in the course of the year. Fourth, cost unit in contract costing is contract. Fifth, a separate account is prepared for each contract to ascertain profit or loss on each contract. So here in contract costing, a separate contract account is prepared for each contract to know the profit or loss on each contract. 6. Most of the materials are specially purchased for each contract. Okay, in contract costing, most of the materials are purchased for completion of contract. Okay, so the material is directly related to contract. 7. Expenses chargeable to contracts are direct in nature, for example electricity, telephone charges, insurance, etc. 8. Specialist subcontractors may be employed for say electrical fittings, welding work, glass work, plumbing work, etc. In contract costing, subcontracts may be employed for electrical fitting in the construction of house, electrical fitting in construction of tunnel, okay, welding works, glass work, plumbing work, etc. So subcontract may be employed in contract costing, such as electrical fittings, welding work, glass work, plumbing work, etc. Ninth, plant and equipment may be purchased or hired for the duration of the contract. Here in for completion of contract, the contractor may purchase the plant and equipment or uh, hire this machinery for the duration of the completion of contract or for the duration of the contract. The duration may be 5 years, then the contractor will purchase or hire the machinery for 5 years. Hire means to take a machine on rent. Okay, so these are the features. 10th feature of contract costing is nearly all labor will be direct. All labor are considered as direct in contract costing. Okay, because they are directly linked with the contract. Okay. 11. The payment is received depending upon the stages of completion of work. The contractor has received the money of contract according to the work done by the contractor. Okay, the contractor has paid the money to the contractor according to the work done by the contractor. Okay. 12. A contract usually include clause for penalty for delayed completion. In contract costing, a penalty clause has been included for delay in completion of contract. 13. A contract usually includes is calculation clause under which the contract is compensated for increase in cost on account of inflation. A is calculation clause means the clause which is included in the contract for increase the cost of contract due to inflation. Okay, so the clause is included in the contract for compensation of contractor for increase in the cost of contract due to inflation. 14. A percentage of the value of work done is deducted from the progress payment as retention money. Now we are discuss the 14 features of the contract costing. Now we are going to discuss the difference between job costing and contract costing. First point, in job costing, a job is small in size, whereas in contract costing, a contract is big in size. Second point, work under job costing is performed in the premises of manufacturer. In contract costing, a contract is executed generally in the premises of customer, that is contracting. So here in job costing, the work is performed in the premises of manufacturer, and in contract costing, the contract is executed or the contract is completed in the premises of the customer or contractee. Third point, a job usually takes less time to complete. A contract takes more time to complete. Okay, the duration of contract is more, okay, more than one accounting period, whereas in job costing, the jobs are usually take less time to complete. Sorry. Fourth point, the selling price is paid after completing the job in full, whereas in contract costing, the price is paid in various installments depending upon the progress of work. Okay, the price is paid to contractor according to the progress of the work. Fifth point, job costing involves heavy investment on assets initially, whereas in contract costing, investment of assets in contract costing is less than compared to job costing. Sixth point, in job costing, expenses under job costing takes the form of both direct and indirect. In job costing, both direct and indirect expenses are taken into consideration, but in contract costing, most of expenses are direct in nature because they are directly related to the construction of contract or construction of building houses. Okay, so all the expenses are considered, or all the expenses are direct in nature in contract costing. 7 point, profit carried on job is entirely taken to profit and loss account. Entire profit on job are taken into consideration in profit and loss account. In contract costing, in case of incompleted contract, only proportionate profit is to be taken to profit and loss account. 8 point, a number of jobs in hand may be large. In contract costing, number of contracts that may be undertaken at a time may be few. Okay, so here these are the difference, or these are the points in job costing and contract costing. Okay, now we are going to discuss the costing procedure. Okay, procedure. Costing procedure. The preparation of contract account is the essence of contract costing. The contract account is prepared by the contractor in his books. In addition to this account, he prepares contractor's account. A separate account is opened for each contract. The purpose of contract accounting is to know the profit or loss on every contract executed. The basic procedure of contract costing is given here. First point. So, contract account is prepared to know the profit or loss of each contract. Okay, and in addition to contract account, the contractees account is also prepared in the books of contractors. Okay, so here first point, contract account number. Each contract is allotted a distinct number in order to distinguish it from other contract. A separate account is opened for each contract. Okay, so here a separate account or a separate number is given to each contract. Next, second point is direct cost, which is not given here. Only those information which are necessity are provided here, but I will explain you all points included in costing procedure. Okay, so here first point, contract account number. Each contract has a difference number. Okay, and a separate account is opened for each contract. Okay, second point is direct cost, which is also explain you. Okay, uh, direct cost in contract costing, all the expenses uh, considered, or all the expenses in direct in nature. Okay, so direct cost, indirect cost. Fourth point, transfer of material or plant. Fifth point, cost price. And sixth point, profit or loss on contract. These are the procedure of costing. Okay, now we are going to discuss the work certified and work uncertified. Okay, work certified means what and work uncertified means what? This is the main or core concept in the contract costing. Work certified means what and work uncertified means what? While preparing the practical problem on contract costing, we have to find out the work certified and work uncertified. All the contract costing are depend on the work certified and work uncertified. Okay, so here work certified means it is the cost of that part of the contract work which is being completed by the contractor, for which a completion certificate has been issued by the contractee's account and credited to contract account. Work certified means the contract is completed and the completion certificate has been issued by the contractee. Okay, it's called work certified. Whereas work uncertified means it is the cost of that part of the contract work which is being completed by the contractor but not certified the architects because of the faulty work or the work not according to the specification. In respect of such work, there will be no payment from the contract. The cost price of each work is debited to work in progress account and credited to contract account. Okay, so work uncertified means the work has been completed by the contractor but the certificate was not issued by the architect because the faulty work of the contractor according to the specification. Okay, and the uh, work uncertified is debited to work in progress account and credited to contract account. So remember this, work certified and work uncertified. The difference between work certified and work uncertified. Here work certified, first point, it is the cost of that part of the contract work which is being completed by the contractor for which a completion certificate has been issued by the contractee's architect. Okay, so Work certified means the work is completed and the completion certificate has been issued by the contractor's architect. Okay. And work uncertified means it is the cost of that part of the contract work which is being completed by the contractor but not certified by the architect because of the faulty work or the work not according to the specification. So work uncertified means the work is completed but the certificate of completion is not issued by the contractor's architect due to the faulty work of the contractor or the work is not according to the specification. It's called work uncertified. Okay, remember this. Second point, the amount of work the amount of work certified is debited to contractor's account and credited to contract account. Okay, so remember this. The work certified amount is debited to contractor's account and credited to contract account, whereas in uncertified work are debited to work in progress and credited to contract account. Okay, so work uncertified is debited to work in progress and credited to contract account, whereas work certified is debited to contractor's account and credited to contract account. Third point, the cost of work certified represents the total expenditure incurred on the contract to date less cost of work uncertified, material in hand less plant at site, etc. So the cost of work certifieds may be calculated as expenditure incurred on the contract to the date minus cost of work uncertified less material in hand, work uncertified plus material in hand plus plant at site, etc. Whereas the in work uncertified, the cost of work uncertified represents the cost of the work which has been carried out by the contractor but has not been certified by the architect. It is always shown at cost price. Okay, it is always shown at cost price. So remember this, work certified represent and work uncertified represents. And fourth point, cost of work certified may be calculated or computed as cost of work certified is equal to cost of work to date minus cost of work uncertified plus material on hand plus plant at site. Okay, so here we understand the work certified represents expenditure incurred. Okay, expenditure incurred on cost contract to the date less cost uncertified work material in hand is add in work certified and plant at site is adding in material in hand. So the formula is given here for a computation of work certified is equal to cost of work certified is equal to cost of work to date minus cost of work uncertified plus materials on hand plus plant at site. In work uncertified, the cost of works uncertified may be ascertained with the help of the formula as work of cost of work uncertified is equal to total cost to date minus cost of work certified plus material on hand plus plant at site. Okay, so remember these two formula. Okay, uh, the question is arises from this formula in your MCQ. Okay, so compute the work uncertified with cost of work certified is equal to cost of work to the date minus cost of work uncertified plus dot dot plus plant at site. Okay, so here answer is material on hand, here also material in hand. Okay, now we are discuss the profit or calculation of profit during contract costing. So here the first formula is given here. Here loss account will be computed as follows. So here loss account is not, the sentence is not given here. This formula is helpful to find out the notional profit if the work is done or if the work is certified 25% or more. Okay, work is certified 25% or more but less than 50%, then we use this formula to find out the profit or loss of the contract. Okay, remember this formula is for certified work which is more than 25% but below 50%. The formula is notional profit into one third into cash received divided by work certified. Okay, we get a notional profit of work certified between 25% to 50%. Okay, so this formula is beneficial for work certified at 25% or more but below 50%. Okay, remember this formula. Next one is B. When uh, when the work certified is 50% or more but less than 90%. Okay, so contractor has done the work 50% or more than 50% but less than 90%, the and they received the certificate of or work certificate received from contract is architect, then the formula for computation of notional profit is equal to notional profit into 2 divided by 3. Okay, here one third for 25 to 50% and two third for 50 to 90% work is certified. So notional profit is equal to, or notional profit into 2 by third, 2 divided by 3 multiplied by cash received divided by work certified. Okay, we get a notional profit of work certified between 50 to 90%. Got it? Yes sir, we got it. Next, when contract is near completion, then the estimated profit should be calculated as the whole contract. This is computed as, okay, so if the contract is near a completion, okay, that means 95 or 90, the 96 97% work is done by the contractor, then the all estimated profit should be taken into consideration and they are computed as contract price. Okay, so here see the here contract price. Okay, contract price less total expenditure to the date. Okay, total expenditure for that contract minus estimated additional expenditure. Okay, minus estimated additional expenditure or additional expenditure incurred on a contract. We less these all expenses from the contract price, we get a estimated profit. Okay, estimated profit of the contract, then we calculate the profit of the organization or estimated profit of the contract. The profit to be taken to the credit of profit and loss account will be computed by applying any of the following formula. So estimated profit is calculated with the help of following formula. Any one formula is used to compute the estimated profit. First, estimated profit into work certified divided by contract price. Okay. So here estimated profit is find out here with the help of contract price or all expenditure. We deduct the expenditure incurred on contract and additional expenditure incurred on contract. We deduct this amount from the contract price. We get a estimated profit, and we compute the profit or estimated profit as estimated profit into work certified. Okay, here work certified is 95% and contract price is whatever may be given in the problem. So put the figures in the formula, we get a estimated profit of the organization, or sorry, estimated profit of the contract, not organization. Here contract is taken into consideration, or undertaking is also known as those undertaking which are related to building a houses, or uh, any irrigation scheme, or those uh, concern which are related to a contract are considered in contract costing. So organization is not proper word for contract cost in contract costing. Here contract means the terminal contract or the undertaking which are related to building a bridges, roads, or any contract. Okay, so here estimated profit is calculated with the help of estimated profit multiplied by work certified divided by contract price. Second formula is also given here, estimated profit into work certified divided by contract price multiplied by cash received divided by work certified. So we get a estimated profit. So use any one of the formula to find out the estimated profit. First of all, we have to find out the estimated profit. And how we find out estimated profit? So estimated profit is find out by contract price less total expenditure and additional expenditure on contract, we get estimated profit. Then we put the figures in the formula, we get a estimated profit of the of that contract. Or another formula is given here, estimated profit into cash received divided by contract price. Okay, third formula is given here, estimated profit into cash of work to the date divided by estimated total cost. Or fourth formula is given, estimated profit into cash of work to the date divided by estimated total cost, or cash received divided by work certified. Okay, so here we find out the estimated profit. When we find out the estimated profit is find out when the contract is near a completion. Okay, contract is near about a completion of work. Okay, then we find out the net profit. It means this is the last stage to find out the profit of the contract. Okay, and we discussed the about two points here, that is the work done between 25 to 50%, this formula is used. If the work done more than 50% but less than 90%, then use this for this formula. Okay, so here this formula is used to computation of notional profit, and estimated profit is calculated at the time of completion of contract. It means the contract is near completion. Okay, now these are the formula, remember this formula. Okay, and last one is work in progress. So work in progress is important. What is mean by work in progress? So work in progress means contracts in progress, means contracts which have not yet been completed. Means the work in progress means the contract which have not yet been completed. The work is not yet been completed is known as work in progress. Such uncompleted contracts are also referred to work in progress. So uncompleted contracts are also referred to as work in progress. Okay. So uncompleted work is also known as work in progress. All the expenditure incurred on the uncompleted contracts should be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet under the head of work in progress. Okay, so remember this, the work in progress is shown under uh, the head of balance sheet or asset side as work in progress. So here remember this, the work in progress is shown on the asset side of balance sheet under the heading of work in progress. Okay, so remember every time all expenditure incurred on the uncompleted work or expenditure incurred on uncompleted work are shown on asset side in the balance sheet under the heading of work in progress. Okay, so these are the theoretical part of contract costing. Okay, and which is necessity or which is related to your examination. Read this information again and solve the MCQs mm, or to make the MCQs with the help of this theory and uh, be prepared for your examination. Okay, thank you very much.